stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. McManus about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Get ready.
They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lance now to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Lance now on 1st down. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Okay, ready?
Lance now on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Ready?
Off the option, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. He's got the first down and more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Again, it's Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, But what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Okay, right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Ready.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing now is Lance. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. First and 10, Taylor now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, another run with Taylor. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Johnson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun now for Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Rodgers on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Uses the spin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a play fake. Lance. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 36. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll give the Colts a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Randy Gregory drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So the 3 points there in CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Lance going to throw. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here we go. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 40 yards. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The solid stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down is Lance. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lance. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Desperation time here. Lance finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lance back to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Lance looking to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's got room. Touchdown. Michael Pittman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Johnson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They're able to get this to Patrick, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now Lance.
Complete to Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.